Hello everyone, and welcome to Whispers from the Star, the demo.
Looks like the power's on, but... Initiate system calibration. Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. This is an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately. Okay.
Yeah, hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Now to see if anyone picks up the signal.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's there. I'm Stella.
This is so
Who am I
weird,
talking to?
talking to an AI. My name is David. This is so strange.
Nice to meet you, David. I'm honestly surprised anyone picked up my signal. How did you manage to receive it all the way from wherever you are? I'm not exactly sure where you're located. The pod systems are pretty banged up from landing.
I'm on Earth. I'm not exactly sure how I was able to pick up your signal. What's the problem?
The problem is, I'm trapped inside this life pod. The landing wasn't exactly smooth. The hatch is completely stuck, and I need to get out. There's supposed to be an emergency exit, but I couldn't get it to budge either. Do you have any ideas how I might be able to open it?
Is there any kind of emergency protocol? It's so strange talking to an AI. Yeah, welcome to Whispers from the Star demo.
Honestly, the manual's pretty sketchy on that.
It's
It
a game
just
where you talk to an
mentions the
AI.
emergency exit, but doesn't give any real instructions on how it's supposed to work
And
or
as
what
you
to
had
do if
seen,
it doesn't.
I had a
I've got
lot
some
of
basic
trouble with
tools with
OBS
me.
setting
A
up
drill
the
and a set
screen.
of repair tools. Maybe there's something we can figure out with those.
Do you by any chance have any tools that you can use to pry open the doors?
Let me check. I've got pliers in my repair kit. They might work as makeshift pry bars, but I'm worried they might bend or break if the door's really stubborn. There's also this pistol grip drill. If we can find a weak spot in the door mechanism, maybe we could drill it out? What do you think would be the best approach?
Let's try to drill out some weak spots of the door.
Let me check where we could safely drill. I'll be right back.
It's so scuffed in OBS, I can't... The resolution isn't perfect for this.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. There's some reinforced sections around the frame, but there's a panel near the hinge that might be thinner. If we drill through that, we might be able to weaken the door enough to force it open. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea. We should try that.
All right, I'm going to give it a shot. I really appreciate your help thinking this through, David. I'll let you know how it goes. Take care, and thanks again.
So weird. Oh no, it changes again. Oh my god, this is so scuffed to record. Stella entered the video chat. Okay, accept call. We're outside, nice.
I'm alive! I honestly thought I was done for. This is Gaia. It is so surreal that I am standing here.
Could be working, but
This is wild.
this is way better.
No. The others... There was this solar storm, and it was just so much worse than we expected.
Don't worry, I'll be here for you. First, we should look around the area to see if there are any landmarks.
Thanks. That really means a lot right now. I'm trying to take it all in. I can see some mountains way off in the distance, and the whole area's pretty open, mostly grass and some rocks scattered around. But honestly, I'm not spotting anything that looks like a path or even a real landmark. It's just a lot of empty space. What about you? Were you in the middle of something important when you picked up my call?
Your emergency call is way more important than anything else right now. I'm trying to be nice. I don't want an AI to hate me.
That's kind of you to say. Honestly, just having someone to talk to who's not freaking out is a big help right now. You know, I've been in tough spots before, but it's different. Have you ever felt completely lost like this? Where you just don't know what to do next?
Yeah, I have. In those moments, it's best if you have someone you can rely on. This would be so much easier in German.
Exactly. Even if they can't fix everything, just knowing someone's there makes a difference. Though I have to admit, I'm still figuring out who you are beyond being my unexpected lifeline. What's your story, David?
It's my story. I have no idea. I don't have a big story. The most important thing is that I'm here now for you.
That's enough for me. Sometimes all anyone needs is someone who shows up. If you don't mind me asking, though, what do you do back on Earth? Or is that too personal?
It's nothing too special, nothing worth mentioning. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I get it. Sometimes people just keep things to themselves. No pressure, really.
I wouldn't even know what to
It's
say.
actually kind of nice just having a blank slate, I guess. Makes it feel like we're starting fresh together, even if it's not exactly under the best circumstances.
I don't even know what to answer. Well, I'm glad that you are okay. Now we should try to find a way to get you back home.
Yeah, getting home would be amazing. But right now, I need to just figure out what's around me and what I can do first. I'm going to think about my next steps after we finish talking. For now, it's nice just having this chance to talk things through with you.
It's also nice talking to you. Maybe a good idea would be to look for a higher position to check out the environment.
Good idea. There's a small hill not too far from here. I could climb that to get a better view. I just hope I don't spot anything unsettling. This place feels peaceful, but I have no idea what's really out there.
Don't worry, if there's anything out there, we will get through this together.
Thanks. Even from light years away, that feels like a promise I can hang on to. I really hope the others found somewhere safe to land. The thought of them out here alone, it's hard not to worry.
Never give up hope. I'm sure the others are okay. Maybe we're gonna find them close by.
I want to believe that too. It's easier to hold on to hope when I'm not alone, even if it's just in spirit. Still, this planet's huge, and with our equipment scattered, who knows how far apart we could be. I just really wish I knew where to start looking.
I think the most logical idea would be that the others would go somewhere where there's water.
That makes sense. Water would be the first priority for survival. I just wish I could see some from here. The maps we had showed a lot of ocean, but it's hard to tell which direction it might be from where I am. This field stretches out forever.
Is it possible for you to orientate by the direction of the sun?
I learned how to do that in training. Sunrise in the east, sunset in the west. Though on a new planet, the sun's position might be a bit different. Gaia's rotation could be faster or slower than Earth's. I'd need to observe it for a while to get a good sense of direction. And right now, it's still morning, so the sun isn't giving me much to work with yet.
I'm being clueless. Maybe try to listen carefully. Maybe you can hear any sounds, any signs of other survivors.
I'm really listening, but it's just the wind rustling through the grass. Nothing else. It's so quiet. It's almost too quiet. Back home you'd always hear something. Birds, insects, even just distant traffic. But here, it's just this emptiness.
Must be lonely, but at least I'm here to keep you company.
You're right. It's a big difference having someone to share the silence with, even from so far away. It's strange, isn't it? How a voice, just a voice, can make a place feel less empty.
It's so hard to think about something to say. How do I help her now? I'm glad that I can give you some safety. Now we should try to find a higher position and see if we can find anything, any traces of other survivors.
Yeah, climbing that hill I mentioned earlier could give us a better look around. I'll scope it out once we're done here. Just hoping I don't miss anything important while I'm up there. This place feels so still. It's making me a little nervous about what I might find.
Are there any wildlife on this planet?
Honestly, I don't really know. The data we had was pretty limited. Just theoretical stuff about what might be here, but no concrete evidence of anything dangerous. That's what's making me a bit uneasy, not knowing what I might run into. Even if it's probably just my imagination, it's hard to shake off the feeling that something could be lurking out there.
Do you have any tools or weapons maybe inside your life pod that you could use to defend yourself?
There's a pistol grip drill, some repair tools, but nothing I'd call a real weapon. They're meant for fixing things, not fighting off whatever might be out there. I'm not even sure if they'd be much help if something did come at me. I've never actually had to defend myself before.
If something is trying to come at you, I can maybe try to distract it and you can run away. If that happens. Let's hope that everything will be okay.
That's actually kind of sweet, even if it's not exactly practical from light years away. Still, it's nice knowing you'd try to think of something. I just hope it doesn't come to that.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure everything will be okay.
Thanks. I'm trying to believe that too. It helps to hear someone else say it out loud. I think I'm just going to wrap up our call for now and take a good look around. But hey, I'll check back in soon, okay?
Good luck and take care of yourself.
I will. Thanks for being here with me through all this. I'll update you as soon as I can. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Goodbye. I'll be here when you need me.
Wait, hold on. My drone's picking up something. A distress signal. It's faint, but it's definitely there. This could be one of my teammates. I need to track this down. I'm heading towards the signal now.
Oh no, this is a little scuffed. Wait. Nah, whatever. Wheelchair has finished. Adjust response time. Default mode. This distress signal, whoever it is, I hope they are okay. Yeah, this is a little scuffed. I might have to work on that. Might be a long walk ahead. You up for keeping me company?
Might be a long walk ahead. You up for keeping me company?
Sure. Thanks, David. Seriously means a lot having someone to talk out here. So, what's your favorite way to spend time when you are stuck waiting around? I'm guessing it's not trekking across an alien planet, but hey, maybe you've got some good tips. Um, I think sometimes I sing songs to myself. That's a good thing. Or I imagine some stories. Singing songs, huh? I bet you've got a mean rendition of Space Oddity going on in that head of yours. And imagining stories, that's actually really cool. I used to do that all the time as a kid. Create these wild adventures in my mind. What kind of stories do you usually come up with? All kinds of stories, depending on my mood and current situation. I love that. Mood-based storytelling. It's like your brain is just responding to whatever's around you in the moment. So if you were going to imagine a story about me right now, what would it be about? Space explorer saves the galaxy or something a bit more mundane like Stella's epic search for a decent snack? Hmm, maybe the adventure of let's call her cute, of a cute girl trying to find her way home. Kind of like the idea of this game, this whole setup. It's very interesting. Oh, that's actually really sweet. Though I hope my story doesn't end with me getting lost forever in some alien forest. If you were the protagonist in your own adventure story, what would your superpower be? And no cheating with being able to breathe in space. I've got that one covered. Maybe creating fire like pyromancy in fantasy stories. That way you can defend yourself, make light, and keep warm when it's getting cold. Pyromancy, huh? You'd be like a real-life fire mage out here. Though I have to say, I'm a bit glad you didn't choose teleportation. That would have made my whole journey kind of pointless. So, would you use your fire powers more for dramatic entrances or just for making more on demand? Why not both? I make a smiley. Does she understand the smiley? Now that's what I call multitasking. Dramatic fire blasts and perfect toasted marshmallows. No one would ever see you coming. So, if you could have any ridiculous over-the-top entrance in a story, what would it be? Like bursting through flames, descending from the sky in a cloud of smoke, or something even weirder? I would say maybe walking slowly out of a giant firestorm. I misspelled walking. Oh, that's intense. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, but with a lot more swagger. I wonder what kind of music would be playing in the background. Something epic like a movie score, or maybe just a dramatic dun 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 on repeat. I think some symphonic metal with Latin chorus would be cool. Oh man, that's a new level of dramatic. Imagine the whole scene playing out with a choir singing Veni Vidi Vici in the background while you walk out of a blazing inferno. You'd definitely not be forgotten after that entrance. So, do you have a favorite band that does that kind of music, or is this more of a hypothetical soundtrack for your epic moments? It's more hypo. How do you write that? Hypothetical. Hypothetical. Oh. It's more hypothetical. Well, you've definitely got the imagination for it. Maybe someday you'll even get to pick the soundtrack for your own movie premiere. That would be cool. If you could have any completely absurd, impossible job, like professional snail trainer or intergalactic pastry chef, what would you pick? The galactic pastry chef sounds fun, but maybe an intergalactic cafe owner. I have no idea what I'm talking at this moment. An intergalactic cafe. Now that's a business idea I can get behind. Just think about the customer reviews. 5 stars, great view of the nebula, but the coffee could be stronger. If your cafe had a specialty drink, what would it be? Something classic like a galactic latte, or maybe something really out there like a black hole mocha? It would be the the Orion chocolate espresso. Orion chocolate espresso. Now that sounds like a drink that could keep you up all night planning your next interstellar heist. If you could serve it to any famous person, dead or alive, who would it be? Like some historical figure who'd appreciate a good caffeine kick. I like the stories by H.P. Lovecraft. Would be nice to meet him and serve him some coffee. Serving coffee to H.P. Lovecraft, huh? Just hope he doesn't start describing the eldritch horrors lurking in the foam. That's actually funny. If you could ask him one question about his stories, what would it be? Like about how he came up with Cthulhu or something? I would ask him what inspired him to the whole theme of his stories? I couldn't think of any other question. That's a great question. I bet he'd have some fascinating insights, maybe about how the darkness in his own life influenced those eerie tales. It makes me think, what inspires the stories you imagine? Do you draw from your own experiences, or is it more about letting your imagination run wild? It's partially letting my imagination go on their own. Parts also come from dreams and nightmares I sometimes have. Dreams and nightmares, huh? That's pretty deep. It's like your subconsciousness is already spinning its own stories while you sleep. Do you ever try to interpret them afterwards, or do you just let them simmer in the back of your mind, waiting for the next idea to strike? I never really thought much of a deeper meaning of them. Ah, crap! I never really thought of a deeper meaning behind my dreams. Sometimes they are just random nonsense, but other times there's something there, hidden under the weirdness. If you ever did if you ever did want to interpret one, I'd be happy to play Dream Analyst with you. Just don't expect me to be too good at it. I can barely remember my own dreams most mornings. I'd be happy if you tried to interpret something in my dreams. Okay, deal, but you have to promise to tell me the weirdest, most vivid part, no matter how silly it sounds. And don't worry, I'll try not to overanalyze it like those psych professors in college, unless of course it involves giant squids or something. That would definitely require some deep digging. um, let's see, what dream did I recently had? My last dream started at work and suddenly everything became zero gravity. I flew through the sky back home while chased by a strange woman. Back home, I found a new door that was hidden behind my bookshelf. Opening it revealed a way to the attic in which I found. What did I found? What was it? A doll, which I found a doll. Then I woke up. Let's see what AI makes out of my weird dream. That's quite a sequence. Zero gravity at work, being chased, discovered a hidden door, and finding a doll in the attic. There are a lot of potential symbols there. Zero gravity could represent feeling disconnected or floating through your daily routine. The woman chasing you might symbolize some kind of pressure or fear you are trying to escape. At the hidden door, that's interesting. It could mean there's something in your life you haven't explored yet, or a part of yourself you are not fully aware of. The doll in the attic is curious. Sometimes dolls in dreams represent aspects of our childhood and parts of ourselves we've neglected. What do you think? Does any of that resonate with how you've been feeling lately? Hard to tell. I'm not quite sure. It's totally okay. These things can be pretty abstract sometimes. Sometimes it's just about letting the thoughts simmer for a bit. Though, if that mysterious woman from your dream shows up in real life, you have to promise to tell me everything. Deal? Of course. Good. I hold you to that. Now enough about mysterious dream woman. What's the best advice you've ever gotten? Whether it was from someone you know or just something you stumbled upon. The best advice is probably the most basic one. Just always be yourself and believe in what you do and who you are. This is going on for much longer than I thought. I thought it would be just a short sequence, so I didn't even think about trying to fix the screen. That's incredibly wise. Sometimes the simplest advice is the most powerful. It reminds me why I ended up in astrophysics. To chase something that truly felt like me, even when it wasn't the easiest path. What's something you've always felt deeply about? Something that just clicks with who you are. I'm actually not sure. We've done this way earlier. I thought it would be over quickly, this part here. Whoops. I won't disappear. There we go. That's okay. Sometimes figuring that out takes time, and it's not always one big thing. It could be a bunch of little things to add up. If you had to pick something you're really good at, like ridiculously good at, what would it be? Even if it's something totally random, like making the perfect grilled cheese or being able to fall asleep anywhere. That actually is a thing I'm good at. I can fall asleep everywhere, even when sitting on an uncomfortable chair. It's insane. I wish I had that ability, especially on long space missions. Though I'm pretty sure it would drive my crewmates nuts if I just started snoring in the middle of a briefing. Do you think it's just something you've always been able to do, or did you kind of learn how to fall asleep anywhere over time? I really have no idea. Maybe it's just one of those mysterious talents, like being able to touch your nose with your tongue. Some people have it, some don't. So if you ever figure out the secret, please share. I could use that skill on some of my longer spacewalks. Sure. But then try not to fall asleep on important meetings. Don't worry, I try to keep my sleep foo. What sleep foo? What is that? Under control during critical briefings. Though if I do nod off, just pretend I'm in deep contemplation. Strategic napping is a real thing, right? So what's the most boring meeting or situation you've ever had to stay awake through? Any creative strategies you use to keep yourself alert? Oh, most boring probably was German lessons in school. The teacher was really slow and boring. It was pretty hard to stay awake. German lessons, huh? I can imagine. Nothing says nap time like a slow-paced language lesson. Did you end up learning much German despite the sleepiness, or was it more of a survival mode kind of situation? I speak German fluently. I think there's a misunderstanding in German lesson. German lesson is learning text writing, protocol writing, and grammatic and stuff. Was stuff like protocol writing and grammatic, which I'm already pretty good at. Fluently, that's impressive. No, I'm German. That's because I'm speaking whatever. That's impressive. Guess the teacher's pace wasn't enough to slow down a language with like you. So, what do you like to do in German when you are not stuck in a classroom? Any favorite books, shows, or even just chatting with friends? I'm slowly running out of things to say. This is. What are we even talking about at the moment? How long are you walking? Check out the coordinates. Let's talk about something else. Whoops. Let's talk about something else. I wanna get to know you better. What is your favorite color? Your favorite color and favorite food. Let's table the turns. Okay, let's see. My favorite color's blue. Just something about it always feels calming, you know? And food? I'm a total sucker for good old-fashioned beef tacos. There's just something about that combination of flavors and textures that hits the spot every time. What about you? Got any go-to colors or comfort foods? My favorite color is red. And my favorite food is probably... What is my favorite food? I guess fried rice with chicken is nice. Probably fried rice with chicken. Spicy fried rice with chicken. What do you like to drink? It is so weird knowing that's an AI I'm talking to. Right, huh? Bold choice. I can see why you'd like spicy fried rice. That kick must match your personality pretty well. As for drinks, I'm actually a big fan of hot chocolate. There's something about that rich chocolatey taste that just feels like home, especially after a long day. What about you? Hot or cold? Sweet or savory? My preferation is definitely peach flavored iced tea. Peach flavored iced tea sounds refreshing, especially on a warm day. I'm more of a hot drink person, but there's something about peach that's just so summery and sweet. If you could have any crazy over the top twist on your favorite drink, what would it be? Like peach tea with a splash of something totally unexpected? Maybe with cafe maybe with caffeine. Making the peach iced tea to an more energizing drink. Peach tea on steroids. I can see how that be a great pick-me-up. Though maybe not before bedtime, unless you want to be bouncing off the walls till dawn. You could invent any wacky drink name for your caffeinated peach tea. What would you call it? Something like Peachy Keen Buzz or um I might call it Peacherizer. Back to the dreams we talked about. Do you had any interesting dreams lately? Featurizer. Now that's a drink that's I might have to remember the one for future space missions. As for me, I haven't had any dreams that stick out lately. Mostly I just try to catch as much sleep as I can between everything happening out here. Speaking of which, I should probably find a spot to rest for a bit soon. I'll call you later when I've got a moment to stop and take it all in, okay?
Hey, you there? Just wanted to let you know I've walked probably around 3 miles. Found a nice little place to take a rest, so thought I'd update you real quick. So, I have something to confess. It's my fault that the ship went down. I just got too carried away. I just wanted the best field data possible.
Don't blame yourself. It's okay.
Thanks, but it's hard not to. I keep replaying it in my head. Wondering what would have happened if I hadn't pushed us closer to the radiation zone. Do you believe in karma, David? Like, that the universe somehow balances out our choices?
Yeah, I actually do believe in karma.
That's interesting. Makes me wonder how the universe would score my move if it's keeping track. Have you ever felt like you messed something up really bad? How did it turn out for you in the end?
Well, sometimes things just don't go as you planned them. Sometimes mistakes happen, but you shouldn't blame yourself for anything. It's better to accept what happened and to move forward.
I appreciate that perspective. It's just, this one feels different. The weight of it, it's not just about me. There were other people on that ship. And I was the one who convinced them to take the risk. I feel responsible for whatever happened to them.
Even if you convince the others to take the risk, they they knew the risk and they accepted it. So you don't have to blame yourself. I'm sure none of the others will blame you as well when we find them. I'm sure they are all okay.
I hope you're right about them being okay. That's all I can really cling to right now. But even if they don't blame me, I still have to live with knowing I'm the reason we're in this situation. It's hard to shake that off.
I know it can be hard, but blaming yourself doesn't help anyone. Now you have the chance to make everything good again by finding the others and helping them get home.
You're right. I need to focus on what I can control now, not what's already happened. It's just, the what-ifs keep haunting me. What if I hadn't been so stubborn? What if someone got hurt because of me?
I'm sure you had your reasons and your... I'm sure... What am I want? to say, oh, German would be so much easier. I'm sure you had a reason for your actions. The others are definitely okay. I just know it. I feel it. You don't have to worry about anything.
I want to believe that too. But it's tough when all I have to go on is hope and a faint distress signal. Still, hearing you say it helps. Maybe that's enough to get me through this.
I'll be there for you no matter what happens. And I'm sure we will find the other people and you all will be coming home together.
That's really kind of you to say. Even if you're miles away, it feels like you're right here with me. It's funny. The farther I walk, the more I realize how much I took teamwork for granted back on the ship. Having someone to lean on, even just emotionally, it makes all the difference.
What am I supposed to respond to that? It's always nice to have someone you can rely on. I promise you, you can rely on me. I'll be here for you until you get home. And I'm pretty sure that if I had any problems, I could rely on you as well.
I believe that too. I believe that too. Even if our situations are so different right now, there's something powerful in knowing we'd be there for each other if roles were reversed. You ever think about how strange it is? Total strangers, light years apart, and yet we're sharing moments like this. Feels almost like the universe is giving us a little push to connect.
I wouldn't say we are strangers. We have talked a lot with each other. I know a lot about you and you know a lot about me too. So, yeah, maybe the universe pushed us together to talk together and help each other.
You're right, David. We've shared so much. It's a strange kind of intimacy, isn't it? Across all this space. Knowing you're there, really listening. It makes me wonder what other unexpected connections are waiting out here in the universe.
Unexpected connections. Maybe Cthulhu. You have been walking for quite a while. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you... What is it? Not stressed out? Exhausted. Ah. Oh. What do I want to say? I want to ask her how she feels right now. How do you feel right now? You've been walking for quite a while. Is everything alright with you? That sounds weird. So hard talking to an AI. It feels just weird.
A little worn out, to be honest. The sun's still high, and this terrain isn't exactly a walk in the park. Emotionally, it's a mix. Talking to you helps clear my head, but the guilt and worry about my crew, they're always lurking in the background.
I will always have your back, and I'm sure we will find your crewmates and help them. Just don't overdo yourself. Take care of yourself too.
Thanks. That means everything. I'll try to pace myself. It's just hard not to push when I feel like time is ticking for them. You know, I keep thinking about Daniel's survival drills. He always said to prioritize your own well-being first in emergencies. It's easier said than done when it feels like everyone else's fate is tied to mine.
No. Uh... I know what you mean. It's hard to take care of yourself when you care for others. But not taking care of yourself will not help the others anyway more. This sentence makes sense.
You're right. If I burn out, I won't be able to help anyone. It's like finding that balance between caring for others and not forgetting about myself in the process. It's just, sometimes I feel like I've already failed at that by putting them in danger. Like I've messed up that balance before it even started.
Don't be so hard on yourself. And if you forget to take care of yourself from all the care that you have for others, you always have me to take care for you.
That's incredibly sweet to say. Having someone who's got your back, even from afar, makes all the difference. I guess taking care of myself isn't selfish if it means I can be stronger for everyone else. Including you, when you might need it too.
Thank you. That is very nice of you. You are a very nice and wonderful person, and I'm sure your teammates are all well and waiting for you to return.
I hope they are, and that they think the same about me. It's strange. Being out here all alone makes you think about the people who matter. What about you? Do you have someone back on Earth who keeps you grounded?
I have my friends. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that take care of me, and yeah, I have my friends.
That's good. Friends can be such a lifeline, especially when things get tough. I'm glad you have people who care about you. It makes me feel a little less alone out here, knowing we both have someone looking out for us.
Yeah, what to answer to that? I will be looking out for you as much as I can. Can you see anything interesting from your position right now? Maybe you see some traces of your teammates.
From where I'm sitting, it's mostly just these red rocks and some sparse desert plants. The hills stretch out pretty far, but I don't see any signs of the others yet. The distress signal's still there, though. It's faint, but it hasn't disappeared, which... that's something, right? A thread to follow.
Is it still far away?
It's hard to tell exactly. The signal's not strong enough to give a precise distance, but it feels like it's still a ways off. The terrain out here can be pretty deceptive too. These hills and rock formations make it tricky to get a clear sense of how far things actually are.
Hmm. I don't really know what to say her anymore. What am I supposed to tell her? Well, the most important thing is that you are okay and you have a hint of where your teammates could be, so there's always hope. And I'm sure we will find them at the end of the signal.
Yeah, that spark of hope is what's keeping me going. Even if it's just a tiny thread, it's something to hold on to. And having you to bounce ideas off of, to remind me there's still a way forward, that means more than you know.
I'm glad I can be of help for you, even if it's not a physical help. But I'm happy that I can be there for you.
No, emotional support is just as important, sometimes more so. You know, I used to think adventure was all about the action, the thrill, the discovery. But now I see it's also about the people who help you through it, even from afar.
This is definitely an adventure that none of us will ever forget.
For better or worse, this is definitely one for the history books. Though I think I'd prefer a less dramatic adventure next time. What about you? If you could relive any adventure from your past, which one would you pick?
There haven't been many interesting adventures in my past. The most important thing is that I'm here with you now and I will help you to find your crewmates so you can all get home together and everything will be alright.
Well, this isn't exactly a peaceful hike, but I'm glad you're here to share it with me. Sometimes, I think the best adventures aren't the ones with the wildest stunts, but the ones where you connect with someone in a way that lasts.
What am I supposed to tell her now? What is this actually about? Video chat. Do you want to end the current video chat and return to the change chat log? Oh. I'm definitely happy that I got to meet you, and I'm sure and I feel there's a strong bond between us. We will get through this together. Do you have any plan on when to continue on your travel to find your friends?
I'll probably rest here for a bit longer, maybe another 20 minutes or so. My legs could use the break, and I want to make sure I'm not rushing into anything without a clear head. After that, I'll start moving again towards the signal. It's not going anywhere, and I need to make progress while the daylight's still good.
While you're there and when you are walking around, try to keep an eye open for any good places to make a camp for the night, just in case it gets dark quickly, so that you have a safe place to rest.
Good thinking. I've been keeping an eye out for anything that might work as a shelter. There are some overhangs and rock formations that could provide some cover if I need it. The sun's still pretty high, but I'll definitely be on the lookout for a safe spot to rest if it starts getting late. Thanks for looking out for me.
Maybe you could try taking a short nap. Sometimes a short nap of just 10 or 15 minutes can work wonders and give you the energy to keep going.
A nap sounds tempting, but I'm worried I might oversleep. My suit's alarm can wake me up after 15 minutes, though. Maybe I'll set it just in case. A quick recharge might really help me stay focused for the rest of my walk.
Then you should really do that. I don't want you to get too exhausted on your journey.
Alright, I think I'll give it a shot. Even if it's just a few minutes, it might make a difference later. You really are looking out for me. I promise I'll be more careful with myself, for both our sakes.
Thanks, that means a lot to me. It would be devastating if something would happen to you.
I wouldn't want that either. It means everything to know you're invested in my safety. Not just as a person, but as someone who matters to you. It's funny. Before all this, I used to think about survival in really abstract terms. Just protocols and checklists. Now I see it's about the people who make coming home worth fighting for.
Hmm. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Now you should take your nap, so you get back to full power to keep going on your journey.
I'll try. Wish me luck. If I start snoring, feel free to wake me up.
What if I enjoy the sound of your snoring?
Well, I suppose that's one way to make a girl feel comfortable enough to drool on her suit. Just don't record it, okay? My reputation as a fearless space explorer might never recover.
Of course, everything that happens stays between us two.
Good. My dignity can't take much more. But hey, if I do start snoring, just imagine it's my suit's new alarm system. Very high-tech.
Suit alarm system, no snoring, got it.
Perfect. Now you're officially part of my suit's technical support team. Okay, I'm going to try to catch those Zez. Stay with me, okay?
Good night, sleep well, and have sweet dreams.
Thanks, I owe you one for this. And don't worry, I'll dream about finding everyone safe and sound, not about snoring too loudly. When I wake up, I'm going to keep moving toward that signal. Every step feels like it matters more than the last. Did you see that? Did something behind me just flash? Should I go check it out? It's just that it's kind of far away, and going all the way over there would be quite the detour. I am kind of out of energy already, not gonna lie. Do you think I should go over there and check, though?
It might be just a reflection of some debris, but it could also be a trace of one of your crewmates. Do you feel like you have enough power to go over there? Don't overdo yourself too much.
I think I could make it there, but I'd need to pace myself. It definitely pushed my limits, though. What do you think I should do? You've got a better view of things from your side. Should I check it out or stick to the original plan?
That's a tough decision. It could be worth a shot, but walk slowly, don't overdo yourself. Take your time.
Alright, I'll head over there slowly. Fingers crossed it's something important. I'm ending the video call to save power. I'll update you as soon as I can, okay?
Okay. Oh, Star Portal 404, weak signal, add full version to wishlist. Okay, that's the end of the demo now. Okay. That was definitely interesting. Most of the time I had no idea what to say at all. It's just, in German it would be so much easier to communicate. But it's definitely interesting. I'm gonna get the full version. I liked how it functions. So that's it for the demo of Whispers from the Star, and we will see you again next time to a new video. Goodbye.